Hey guys, welcome back to Mayfield Ranch. I'm Gary. Me and Katie are going to show you how to plant some bare root fruit trees.
So this morning I went and picked up 12 bare root fruit trees. So these are a little different than you might be used to seeing because there's no dirt, right? The root ball is just out open to the air, so they're bare root trees. We need to get them planted as soon as possible. They are healthy. They're starting to bud out a little bit there. They're about 3 to 4 feet tall. Some of them are a little bit bigger, but you can see the root ball here on each one. So I'm going to find some places for these to get planted, get the holes dug. I'm going to trim the root ball and we'll get these planted and get them watered. I do have one here, a couple of them sitting in a bucket of water just so they can get a little bit of water instead of being exposed to the air. It is a really nice, cool day out here today. If it were hot, this might not be the best day to do it, but it just happens to be a nice, cool, maybe 70-degree day. So we're going to get these going. Okay guys, this is the area where I want to at least plant some of the trees. I think I can fit several of them here, so I'm going to get started digging the holes. So right in this area here, this used to be an old driveway, so there's quite a bit of rock that I've got to get through. And once I get through about 3 or 4 inches, it's actually not too difficult to dig because I've got some overflow from my raised beds. The water's been kind of overflowing, leaching into this area, and it's making it just a little bit softer. The ground's really healthy. There's worms everywhere. I keep rescuing out some worms. So it's not too bad to dig right here. So I'm getting these holes all dug. You're watching me dig this one. I actually was able to fit 4 trees right here along this fence line. So we're going to plant 4 trees. Now Joey's out here helping me out. Joey and Wally, they're good little boys. But we got all 4 holes dug. We're going to plant 4 trees here. What I wasn't able to show you, I lost the video clip, is before I put the trees into the hole, I'm trimming back the roots. So I'm taking some clean clippers and I'm cutting the roots to make sure that the tips of the roots are all fresh. And then I'm sticking them in water, just dipping them in water for a minute before I put them into the hole. Don't be too fearful to cut these roots back. You're not going to hurt them. You're not going to cut too much. Just cut them back. If they don't fit into the hole properly, cut them even more. You want these roots to kind of spread out so that they can absorb water, and you're going to get a healthier tree that way. And then once you do that, you put them in the hole and you're just going to backfill with dirt. And then once I'm all done backfilling with dirt, I'm going to come along and water. You do want to make sure that your tree is positioned so that the graft, you can see here in this image, the graft is not too low. All right, we'll cover up that little worm so he's got a place to go. Okay, 1 done, only 11 more to go. So we'll get the rest in the ground here. Wallsies. Wally. All right, we're making some progress and Joey's out here. Well, he's helping with his toy at least. So we'll get these last couple trees in the ground and I'll show you what it looks like. So we're all done now. So all 4 of these along this fence line are planted. And the next thing I need to do is give them some water. So I'll get some water on them and we'll go out front. So I came out to our front area where we have some evergreen trees, thinking I can get these planted and in the ground, but the ground's so hard, I'm gonna have to wait for Gary to get home and help with the auger. So I filled up a bucket with water, I trimmed all the roots and stuck the trees in there to wait for a few hours until Gary could get home. All right, you guys, I'm out front at the very front of our property where we kind of have this fenced area where we've planted all these evergreen trees. So we've got a couple rows of evergreen trees that are staggered. And let me show you over here where we're planting the rest of these fruit trees. So you saw me fit in 4 of the nectarine trees on, kind of in the back there where we have other fruit trees. We don't have a lot of space back there for more trees, but I thought this would be a good idea because we have a fenced in area out here where the animals can't get to it. So we're just got the water running here so we could dig another hole and plant this last little tree here. So we're gonna plant that right there. Let me show you what we've got done so far out here. So we've got these, they're super tiny. It's kind of hard to see, but we've got them all planted out here. That one's leaning a little bit. We had to soak the ground quite a bit to get these holes in. You can see we've got them planted. Gary's working on a couple more over here. So this is the auger we're using. It's a Predator gas auger, and we got it from Harbor Freight. We've had it a couple of years now. We did pay for the warranty, but they do have a pretty good warranty program. So if there's any trouble, you can bring it back. But this has been working really great for us for planting all the trees. If you're in like gravel, it's not gonna work so great. It's gonna get messed up. But this has just been working fantastic. When Gary wants to add on to our fencing, put some fence posts in, this is what we're using.
On, start. Right here? Yeah. Right here,
Thanks you guys for hanging out with Gary and I as we get our bare root fruit trees planted. If you're not already subscribed to Mayfield Ranch, please be sure to do so, and don't forget to ring that bell so you're alerted each week when we release new videos about life here on our farm. See you guys next week.